Oh, welcome back again. This is the page of Prophetess Folusho. I'm Folusho Irewolide, Prophetess on the World International Prayer Ministry. So let's talk about three habits to build your marriage upon. They say that pouring the foundation of a building is one of the most important things that you can do. So here are three habits to build your marriage upon. These three habits, if practiced regularly, will yield result, unending result. Here they are. Give, love, and pray. Give more than you take. Laugh louder than you fight. And pray like your life depends upon it. When you give more than you take, you are declaring that it is more blessed to give than receive. When you laugh louder than you fight, you are deciding not to think of yourself more highly than you ought. And when you pray like your life depends upon it, you are building your marriage upon a foundation and faith that will never let you down. So let's dig a bit deeper into each of these habits. Number one, give more than you take. Let's say you are you and one of your co-workers decide to go out for a coffee or something, or for a lunch. After putting your orders in, the barista asked if it's going to be together or separate. Since you were feeling generous, you had decided in advance that you were going to treat your co-workers to a dinner or a lunch. However, just as we're about to say together, imagine if your co-worker reached into your pocket, pulled out your pocket, and replied together to the barista as he was tapping your credit card on the machine. How do you think that would make you feel? Isn't not the end result the same? You were going to buy him coffee anyway. So what's the difference? While I'm sure you don't need me to belabor the point, there is a stark difference in how it feels when you decide to give versus when somebody takes from you. We have two different things. Imagine what would happen if you approach your marriage in the same manner, where instead of trying to make your spouse meet your needs, you instead met their needs. And where instead of focusing on where you could get them to pay you back or who you want, you instead generously serve them without wanting anything in return. I think this is what Jesus was referring to when he said, it is more blessed to give than to receive, in Acts 20, verse 35. Number two, laugh louder than you fight. A laughless marriage is a helpless marriage. If you find yourself grumbling and arguing and fighting more than you are flirting, hugging, laughing, and playing with your spouse, you are in a dangerous place. It means you are either taking yourself too seriously or you are just acting like a plain old check. So just stop. I love how it is put in the Bible. For by the grace given to me, I tell everyone among you not to think of himself more highly than he should think. Instead, think sensibly. In Romans 12, verse 3. In a normal marriage, there will be times where you are going to be pulling more of the weight than your spouse, instead of holding this against them or thinking yourself more highly than you should. What you should think, what do you think will happen if you joyfully loved and served them instead? After all, wouldn't you want your spouse to do the same when the reverse happened, if they haven't already? The next time you are turning passe with your spouse, stop thinking of yourself more highly than you should, and instead try tickling your spouse and laughing. You will be amazed at how quickly the walls come down. You understand? Then number three, pray like your life depends on it. In Ephesians 6, we read that we are living in a spiritual world, and there is more to life than just what we see with our physical eyes. As a result, there is a real enemy out there whose main aim is to kill, to steal, and what? To destroy. And he knows that one of the best way to ruin families is by ruining marriages. So don't let the enemy's flaming arrows split you up and you now be thrown into eternal regret, pit you against each other, or divide you. Instead, commit to praying daily with your spouse. Here's the sticking point while praying for another. It's incredibly important and a good habit to cultivate. I'm not just referring to, to praying for one another. I'm talking about praying with each other. When you pray with your spouse, it's amazing how difficult it is to hide things from them, hold a grudge against them, and also sincerely pray together. Fake will come out all the way through. So keep yourself honest with each other and before God by regularly praying with one another. This week, I want to challenge you to give more than you take. Laugh louder than you fight. And pray like your life depends on it. For when you give more than you take, you are declaring that it is more blessed to give than receive. When you laugh louder than you fight, you are deciding not to think of yourself more highly than you ought. And when you pray like your life depends upon it, what are you doing? You are building your marriage upon a foundation and faith that will never let you down. The enemy is out there to attack marriages, to break them down. And when the home is not at peace, or the nation is never at peace because we keep breeding the children with bitterness out of those homes. So hold on tighter to your family, hold on tighter to your marriage. The grass is not always greener at the other side, as we were made to believe by Nollywood or Hollywood films. So see you in the next video.